Heyo everybody, my name is Dr. Blanket, and I'd like to welcome you all to a Speedsew video. This is the third Speedsew video I've done, and in this one I am going to be making a plushie. This plushie is of a deer axolotl hybrid. It is a really cute design, and I knew from the moment I saw it that I had to make a plushie of it. I started by cutting out the pattern. Half of it was online, I'll put the link in the description, and then the other half I made myself. And I just cut out the pattern, traced it, cut out everything for that, and then began sewing. I did the horns first, and then I did the ears. I hand sewed the front part of the ears just to get a little more detail in there. And then I sewed the front of the ears to the back of the ears. And now I'm sewing the top half of the face, and then sewing the bottom half of the face as well. And now I'm going to sew the top half to the bottom half. And again, I am hand sewing this. A lot of this project was hand sewn, but I did more hand sewing this time just to get in those tinier details. The curves and all that kind of stuff. I didn't want them to be too straight or anything like that. And then I started sewing the dots into the body. This was extremely difficult, especially with the tiniest little dot. It took a very long time for me to get that perfect to where I liked it. And then I did the other half of the body off camera. And now I'm sewing the outside of the tail. And then trimming that up. And now I'm going to hand sew the base of the tail to the outer part of the tail. And again, I'm hand sewing this because the tail is very curvy and I wanted the curves to be perfect. I started by just regularly sewing the outside to the base, and then I folded the outside inwards and then sewed the other piece on top of that so that I could easily turn it inside out once I was done and it would be perfect. And then I turned it inside out and stuffed it. I actually really like how the tail turned out. Now I'm doing those little axolotl fin things that they have on them and trimming those up and putting them aside so that they are ready when I get ready to sew the head. And now came the hooves. The hooves were by far the hardest part of this project. I only did one on camera simply because it was so time consuming. I didn't have time to do all four on camera. But I do like that I took the time, despite how difficult it was, to do the hooves hand sewn because it made me able to get those perfect little details. And then it was time to sew the legs to the bases of the body. And then after that, I went ahead and sewed on the belly. This was a particular challenge for me because I had never done a belly fabric piece like this, but I think it turned out pretty nice. And then I moved on to sew the body pieces together, and after that I sewed on the hooves. I also flipped the hooves inside out just so that when I turned the entire body inside out it would be perfect. And then I sewed the back of the head together, and then pinned everything in place and sewed some stuff off camera, including the nose and horns. I sewed the horns in as well. And now I am sewing the ears on. And I did the ears hand sewing because I wanted them to be in the perfect position. Then I stuffed the head and attached it to the body. And I actually made a mistake with this at first in that I didn't bring the head down far enough, and I fixed that just by making a small cut on the body and then sewing the head down a little further. And then it was perfect. So yeah, that's about it for this. If you are interested in buying this bean, I will be including a link in the description. And if you would like to watch plushies like this one get made in the future, I have my Twitch channel where I do sewing, gaming, and all that fun stuff. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please let me know if you liked it or if you hated it. Please feel free to comment, like, subscribe, any of the above, and I will see all of y'all in the next video.